Not really. They're a staple of our existence. Welcome back to BTG Squad. Excuse me. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Squad.
Yeah, you like that? You guys know about the BTG Squad. Yeah. Travis Scott. There was a concert. Forgive me, I don't know the date because it really isn't important. There was a concert that Travis Scott did. And 8 people died at that concert. A number of other people were injured. Oh, why am I laughing? That is not funny. What is interesting to me is that Travis Scott is being sued right now. Okay? This is what I would like to say to all you pansies that went to that concert. All you little babies. Okay? Everybody, what?
They just seen an opportunity. It might not be that they were being pansies about it. They're just making it a thing now, right?
Well, yeah, but you're suing the wrong people. Does anybody know the story?
You go after who has the money.
Yes, but you're in the... Someone needs to call you out on it, is what I'm saying. Somebody's got to call you out on your bullshit. So what happened? Travis Scott had this massive concert. I don't even know the state. That's how uninformed I am, but I know the story.
I think it was in Texas.
Was it in Texas?
I could be wrong.
Houston, Texas. Okay, this concert was massive, and apparently it had a very hellish theme to it, right? So he had this big tunnel, and it was like the gateway to hell or something. So there was
the stage is crazy.
Yeah, the stage did look crazy. There was all of this in the air, this demonic presence in the air, right? And people later were saying that Travis Scott, this was like a
Illuminati stuff.
Yeah,
that's what I got. Yeah, the whole point behind it. But yeah,
people were saying that this was like a blood sacrifice to Satan by Travis Scott, which I find hilarious, personally. That you guys are going to blame this one on the devil. Everything else you blame on God. This one you're going to, a concert, a Travis Scott concert, you're going to blame on the devil. So here's what happened, okay? The concert started and it was packed. And I don't know if it was hundreds or thousands of people who didn't have concert tickets. They bum rushed security out front. They bum rushed like the gates. They pushed everything down. And those people forced their way into this already crowded party. Okay, now the party was already standing room only. When all of the rest of these hoodlums and thugs and individuals and murderers, because you should be suing them. That's who you should be suing. All the kids and the people who bum rushed security and ran into this and forced. Now what happened? What do you think happened?
But as an entertainer, should he maybe not like stop the concert?
He did. He stopped the concert.
Before that happened?
No.
When everybody bum rushed and like people are just like getting in for free?
I don't think so.
No.
He played his show for about, what, half an hour, I think. And then things were starting to get really crazy and people were screaming. But here's the thing that you guys always seem to forget. Not you, people.
You guys.
Yeah. If you go to
what do you mean you guys?
What do you mean you people? If you go to a concert, okay, there's always people screaming and people yelling and people jumping and falling down and getting into fights. There's so many crazy things happening. And a lot of times there's these really bright lights that are shining on the artist themselves, okay? So the artist doesn't have a very good view of what's going on in the crowd. Now, there were people who had jumped up on stage and were yelling at the cameraman to stop the show and this and that. And eventually the show was stopped. But as an artist like Travis Scott, he's a massive guy. He's got a huge following. If someone jumps on the stage at your however many hundreds of thousands of people's show, it wasn't hundreds of thousands, but I'm sure it was in the thousands. Somebody jumps on the stage, I'm sure, at all of those concerts or tries to jump on stage. You're not going to hold up this entire show because one person is yelling at you, telling you his friend is hurt or something, you know? That's why Travis Scott, he did have security and medical personnel at the show. Okay, and those people got overrun. by all of the losers who decided to jam themselves into this show. And what happened was people were forced so close together and up against the fence, and people started falling down and they were getting trampled on. So you guys killed yourselves. It wasn't the devil, and it wasn't Travis Scott.
Devil put him in a trance, man.
No, it was a bunch of kids and adults probably that forced their way into this program, and they are the murderers. And you're going to sue. I'm not standing up for Satan. I hate the devil. I rebuke you. And I'm not standing up for Travis Scott either because I don't listen to his music. But you guys are wrong for trying to sue him for this. He didn't trample you to death. Who the hell is the person that trampled you to death? Why don't you sue that person? Oh, that's right. It's not going to make you any money. What do you want us to do about this? You want money because you went to a show and people in the back pushed everyone ahead and trampled you? People who came in with no tickets and they overran security and the medical and this and that. They pushed over the barriers and you want to sue the artist up on stage by himself? The hell is wrong with you? And you want to blame the devil? The devil. This one you're going to blame on the devil.
I mean, some of this stuff's pretty crazy.
Come on.
They're suing him for $2 billion, but it's not just him. It's him, Drake, Live Nation, Apple Music, and the stuff.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of that has to do probably with like headhunting lawyers too. 'Cause they want their cut of that.
oh yeah.
So probably like,
We see an opportunity. We're gonna make some money.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys heard it, but what Dave is saying is they're suing him for $2 billion. It's not just Travis Scott. It's Drake. It's the music festival, like the people that put the show on. It's like some other entities of the music world that these people are all suing. It's all people with money, and he pointed out it's probably lawyers that are really pushing these people to sue, you know, because lawyers... Back to that legal system, you know. That's why I said, you bring me the law books. You make me ruler of this country for a day or a year. I'm gonna fire so many lawyers. I'm gonna fire so many judges, and I'm gonna fire a lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna burn some rule books, and then this whole country's gonna burn. We talked about that, but what Dave was saying was lawyers are probably pushing these people to sue because they see a good potentially payday, a nice easy payout for them. And lawyers know how they can navigate their way through these laws to force people to just pay us. All right, we'll settle for this. It's not his fault. It's not the music festival's fault. It's the kids who stormed this concert. Those are the people who are at fault for these murders. 8 of them. 8 people died.
Yeah.
What were
On
you
the
gonna say?
conspiracy side, yeah. 8 people
Yeah, let's
died.
hear that. Let's hear the
Well, they're just saying what people are putting out there, right? The 8 flames, 8 people died, the whole setup. And then I was reading a thing too where they're talking about there's a photo of him and he's wearing a shirt from a concert, a Pearl Jam concert back in the day, had the number 8 on the shirt and an eyeball in the middle. And so happened at this concert, also 8 people died.
8 people. Travis Scott was wearing a shirt with
From
the
Pearl
number
Jam.
8.
But it's a Pearl Jam was a band.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing a shirt. That's from one of their concerts where 8 people died.
Right.
And in the middle of the end happened for that concert, the symbol was an 8. And then there's an eyeball in the middle of the 8.
So this is the conspiracy that
this is the whole conspiracy side. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's weird.
How would you do it though? How would you arrange a stampede where only 8 people, exactly 8 people die though? How do you do that?
You stop it after 8 people die? I don't know.
Yeah, but how? Like how? It was the whole crowd of people that was killing these 8
I'm not saying
people.
I believe or not, but I'm just saying I mean, if I want to do like the debatable side, okay, I'll try to be the debatable side.
No, I appreciate your debate because I love conspiracies, bro. And there's
how can you debate this? I don't know. I mean, if it's the devil, I mean, does he not also as God work in mysterious ways?
Oh, he does, my friend. The devil comes as a sheep
Did
in
you see
wolf's
some
clothing.
of the videos though where it's like when he's up on stage and the people are dying too, he's like making these weird noises like into the microphone. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I've never watched. I don't even listen to him. I can't tell you any of his songs. I'm not like a fan of his, but
Right. His music is always weird like that, though. I've listened to some of his music. He's always got that really just weird sounding, and it just makes sense. He's ramping it up in his newest albums, and it's just sounding.
And the stage was a crazy stage setup, and I mean
it was a hellish environment.
Even the name of the concert, I get it, but yeah.
So
that's the whole point of it. But
here's my question: if everyone from outside had not stormed this concert, would anyone have died at this concert?
Maybe.
How would he have sacrificed people other than that? You know, to the devil. If no one had stormed it and they had just filled it up to capacity, he would have done his little show to the devil.
Yeah.
And then that would have been the end of it. Would anyone have died? These people all died because the show got overrun. It was a condition. I like the conspiracy theory though. Like the devil is a real thing, people. Okay, he's powerful. It's weird. It's all weird.
I don't know. But I just like to bring up that point because it's funny you see the stuff on there. You know?
Yeah, that's everybody.
How people bring that up, and then it's weird how they tie it together because it almost like, in a way, makes a little bit of sense.
It does. Especially the way his concert was set up as a sacrifice to Satan, basically. I saw those few photos. Yeah, it was. And then people were doing interviews later and saying, oh, it felt so demonic. There was a spirit in the air and this. And it's because you couldn't move your arms, young man. It's because you were locked in place because of the crowd. He was like, I was frozen.
Maybe the devil made that happen. Maybe made him bum rush the stage.
He's like, I was frozen with terror. No, you were frozen by the sheer number of people in that crowd.
When he's on stage making those like weird noises in the microphone, he like is putting them into a trance.
Yeah, maybe. Could have been a trance. He did a satanic ritual. No one knows what the words were because these freaking rap artists, they mumble stuff. It's called mumble rap for a reason. You know? I don't know.
He does the eye thing too, or his eyes are always white, right? He like rolls them back.
You have to at a satanic concert.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to play it up. There's fire. There's the gates of hell. There's all of it. You know, he did a phenomenal show to the devil. Ozzy. Dave says Ozzy Osbourne. He did bite the head off of a bat. How did he not get coronavirus from that?
That's not like the craziest thing.
Yeah.
That's true. I want to see that
but
footage.
He was just so like messed up. He didn't know the difference.
He thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Until he realized it definitely was not fake.
He thought it was a fake bat, and then he bit the head. Oh, that's nasty.
So he said.
Yeah,
that's what a satanic person would say.
That's what a devil worshiper would say. It's coronavirus, dog. How did he not catch it?
Yeah.
Maybe he's the super spreader that started all this. There's another conspiracy theory. It just lived. It just lived in him for years.
Somehow he's still alive, man. You wonder why sometimes.
He had those powerful antibodies.
Yeah. He got it from the devil. That's why he can't speak, but he can still sing.
Yeah. Devil took his tongue.
Devil takes your tongue.
So he can only sing for this.
Good man. Yeah. I don't know.
Must have went down to Georgia.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? Yeah. There was one other thing I was going to say about that, but I lost my train of thought.
But yeah, I mean, to sue at a concert that you put yourself in that position is wrong.
Yeah, there was even a very
for you
small.
To try to come back and sue when you were the one that like brought yourself to that place.
Yeah, no one forced you guys
you could
to
have
go.
turned around and like, oh, this is getting crazy. I should go home.
Right.
No, I'm just gonna run in there with the rest of them. Yeah.
Yeah, the people who stormed that show. I don't know how you find any of them. I mean, there were cameras everywhere. I saw a video where they showed the kids and people overrunning the gates and stuff, but a lot of them had on their stupid little COVID masks. Boy, this is just biting you in the butt from COVID, right, guys? Now, they were wearing their masks. You can't identify them now. It's like phenomenal. Great. Good job. Because you could go and prosecute some of those idiots, if you could figure out who they were. But no, you're probably not going to. Let's sue Travis Scott. Let's sue the guy who literally didn't touch anybody. On a case where people were dying because they were being literally stampeded to death. Let's sue the one dude that didn't touch anybody at the crowd.
He's got the money. It's a money thing, is what it is.
Yeah, and if security had stopped the people rushing the gates, if they'd have stopped them with force, lethal force or non-lethal force, oh, we're suing you for that too at the end of it, right? You start hitting those kids with beanbag guns or tasers, or you, God forbid, you shoot a couple of them because they're bumped. And one security guard, someone jabbed him in his neck and put him to sleep or something like that. I heard about that too. Someone stuck a needle in a security guard's neck, freaking knocked him out. So, yeah, whatever. I'm not laughing at anybody dying. I'm laughing at the people that are suing him.
Can you zoom in on that?
I'm gonna sue Travis too.
See that little spot? That's where the needle went in.
Oh, I got hit, dog.
He's still getting hit with trank.
Some kid pops up. It was a coordinated attack. Well, Skis, you want to defend Travis anymore, or the kids, or what do you want to? Anything else, man? I don't know.
I just wanted to bring up the conspiracy side.
It's a powerful. It was a satanic show.
It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
To talk about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not saying but it's just crazy.
That was the last thing I was gonna say. Travis Scott and his girlfriend, they both did video. Well, she tweeted, I think, and he gave like a video thing saying how sorry he was, how he doesn't want his fans to be hurt and this and that. And some woman, people were like analyzing like his facial features and his like twitches and what he was doing with his eyes. Like, you know, those analysts, they tell if you're lying or not. People were doing that to his apology video. Like, he didn't really mean that apology.
Well, like, it's not that he didn't mean it, but it definitely was. I mean, he's got people that, you know, they're like, you need to put on an apology, I'm sure.
I'm sure his team told him that.
Publicists and stuff.
Yeah. If it's my concert and you guys are screaming and yelling at me to stop, I'm not stopping my show. That's why I have security. That's why I have medical personnel. You know? Like, what do you want me to do? You're in the crowd. You guys are the ones stampeding yourselves to death. Why don't you stop it? You know? The energy was the crowd. So, yeah.
So the crowd's the devil.
The crowd was the devil. The devil, and maybe the devil infected the crowd. There you go. All right, man.
Yeah. Cue the music.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. The music has been cued. Skis has spoken. There's nothing more I can do. BTG squad out.
Out. Peace.